Hello, dear friends, and welcome. Have you ever found yourself reaching for a wall just for a moment, feeling that slight wobble that wasn't there years ago? Or perhaps you know someone, a loved one, a friend, whose life was suddenly and dramatically changed by a fall. It's a quiet concern for many of us as we journey through life, this fear of falling. It's more than just a momentary stumble. It can be a profound event, one that shakes not only our physical well-being, but our confidence and our independence. Today I want to talk openly and honestly about something that is a very real health threat for those of us aged 65 and over. Falls. I remember a gentleman from my community. Let's call him Arthur. Arthur was a sprightly 78-year-old, loved his garden, and walked his little dog every day. One autumn afternoon, a loose paving stone, a moment of distraction, and Arthur found himself on the ground with a broken hip. The surgery went well, but the recovery was long. More than the physical pain, Arthur lost a bit of his spark. He became more hesitant, less willing to venture out alone. His story, unfortunately, is not unique. Statistics tell us that 1 in 4 older adults experiences a fall each year, and these falls are the leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injuries among this cherished age group. They can lead to fractures, head injuries, and a significant decline in mobility. Often, even if the physical injury isn't severe, the fear of falling again can lead to a more sedentary lifestyle, which ironically can further increase the risk. It's a cycle we want to break. But here's the hopeful part, the empowering part. Many falls are preventable, and a key to prevention lies in something we often take for granted until it starts to waver: our balance. Today, we're going to delve into why falls happen and, most importantly, explore 5 often overlooked yet incredibly effective balance exercises that can help you regain stability, build confidence, and continue living a full, active life. Think of this as your personal guide to staying steady on your feet. So grab a comfortable seat, perhaps a glass of water, and let's embark on this journey together. First, let's understand why we might become more prone to falls as we age. It's not just one single reason, but often a combination of factors. Our bodies are amazing, but they do change. Physiologically, we might experience a natural decline in muscle strength, especially in our legs and core, which are crucial for maintaining an upright posture. Our vision can change, making it harder to spot hazards or judge distances. Our inner ear, which plays a vital role in balance, might not be as sharp as it once was. Even the sense of touch in our feet, which tells our brain about the surface we're walking on, can diminish. Then there are the effects of certain medical conditions. Arthritis can make joints stiff and painful, affecting gait. Conditions like Parkinson's disease or peripheral neuropathy can directly impact balance and coordination. Even something as common as low blood pressure can cause dizziness upon standing. And we can't forget medications. Many older adults manage multiple health conditions with various prescriptions. While these medications are often essential, some can have side effects like drowsiness, dizziness, or a drop in blood pressure, all of which can increase fall risk. It's always a good idea to regularly review your medications with your doctor, especially if you're experiencing new balance issues. Finally, environmental factors play a huge role. Poor lighting in hallways, loose rugs, clutter on the floor, uneven surfaces, or lack of grab bars in the bathroom, these are all common culprits. But the good news is that many of these factors, especially those related to physical conditioning and environmental awareness, are within our power to influence. And that's where restoring and improving our balance ability comes into sharp focus. By actively working on our balance, we are essentially retraining our body and brain to work together more effectively, to anticipate and correct those little wobbles before they turn into something more serious. Are you ready to discover how? Let's dive into our 5 forgotten but wonderfully effective balance exercises. Remember, the goal here is gentle, consistent practice. These aren't about strenuous effort, but about mindful movement and reawakening those pathways that keep us steady. Our first exercise is wonderfully simple, yet profoundly effective: standing toe raises. Imagine you're standing tall, perhaps near a sturdy chair or countertop for light support if you need it. Your feet are about hip-width apart. Your gaze is straight ahead. Now, very gently and slowly, rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the floor. Hold this position for just a second or two, feeling the engagement in your calf muscles. Then, just as slowly, lower your heels back down to the floor. That's one repetition. What's happening here? This seemingly small movement is doing a couple of crucial things. Firstly, it's stimulating the nerves in the soles of your feet. These nerves are constantly sending information to your brain about your body's position and the ground beneath you. Keeping them active is key. Secondly, you're strengthening your calf muscles and the muscles around your ankles. Strong calves and ankles provide better support and help you make those quick, small adjustments needed to maintain balance, especially if you stumble or step on an uneven surface. Think of them as your body's natural shock absorbers and stabilizers. Try to do a set of 8 to 10 repetitions. If you feel comfortable, you can work up to 2 or 3 sets. Remember to breathe naturally throughout the exercise. Don't hold your breath. This exercise is fantastic because you can do it almost anywhere while waiting for the kettle to boil, during a commercial break on television, or even while brushing your teeth, making sure you have something to hold on to if needed. It's about integrating these little movements into your day. How does that feel? A gentle way to start, isn't it? Next up, we have single leg stands. Now this one might sound a bit more challenging, but it's incredibly beneficial, and there are ways to modify it for every ability level. Again, find a stable surface to stand beside, a kitchen counter, a sturdy chair, or even a wall. Start by standing with your feet hip-width apart. Shift your weight slowly onto one foot, let's say your right foot. Now very carefully lift your left foot just an inch or two off the ground. You don't need to lift it high. The goal is to balance on that single leg. Try to hold this for 5 to 10 seconds to begin with. Then, slowly lower your left foot back to the ground. Repeat on the other side, shifting your weight to your left foot and lifting your right. The magic of the single leg stand is that it trains your body's automatic ability to adjust its center of gravity. When you're standing on one leg, your body has to make countless tiny, almost imperceptible adjustments in your ankle, knee, hip, and core to keep you upright. This directly mimics the real-life situations where you might suddenly find yourself off balance, like stepping off a curb or navigating an uneven path. It enhances what we call your proprioception, your body's awareness of its position in space. Important notes for this one. Keep your gaze fixed on a spot in front of you that isn't moving. This helps with stability. Keep a slight bend in your standing knee. Don't lock it. And absolutely use that support. Initially, you might just lightly touch the chair or counter. As you get stronger and more confident, you can try to lift your hand for a second or two, then longer. The aim isn't to be perfect from day one, but to gradually improve. If lifting your foot completely feels too much, start by just lifting your heel, keeping your toes on the ground for a bit of extra support, then progress to lifting the whole foot. This exercise significantly boosts your balance sense, making you feel more secure in your everyday movements. Can you see how this could make a real difference? Our third exercise is called the lunge or step exercise. This one is fantastic for making your leg muscles more flexible and improving your brain's coordination. There are 2 main variations, forward lunges and side lunges, or perhaps more accurately for our purposes, forward steps and side steps. Let's start with forward steps. Stand tall, again with your support nearby if needed. Take a comfortable step forward with your right leg, as if you were stepping over a small puddle. Bend your front knee slightly, ensuring it stays behind your toes, and let your back heel lift off the ground. Hold for a moment, feeling the stretch and the work in your legs. Then push off your front foot and return to your starting position. Repeat with your left leg stepping forward. For the side step or lateral step, stand with your feet together. Take a controlled step to your right with your right foot, keeping your toes pointing forward. Bend your right knee slightly as you shift your weight onto that leg. Your left leg remains relatively straight. Feel that gentle engagement in your hips and thighs. Then, bring your left foot to meet your right, or push back to the starting position. Repeat by stepping out to the left with your left foot. What's the science here? These stepping motions improve dynamic balance. That's your balance while you're moving. They strengthen your quadriceps, front of your thighs, hamstrings, back of your thighs, and your glutes, your hip muscles. These are the powerhouse muscles for walking, climbing stairs, and getting up from a chair. Crucially, these exercises also help improve your brain's ability to coordinate movements between your upper and lower body, and to react quickly if you trip. They make your leg muscles more agile and responsive. Start with 5 to 8 steps on each side, for both forward and side movements. Focus on controlled, smooth movements rather than speed or how far you can step. The quality of the movement is what counts. This exercise helps you practice shifting your weight safely and effectively, a skill that is vital for preventing falls when you're out and about. Moving on to our fourth exercise, and this one you can do while seated. Seated leg lifts or leg extensions. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, preferably one without wheels. Your feet should be flat on the floor and your back should be straight, not slumped. You can lightly hold the sides of the chair for stability if you like. Now slowly extend one leg, let's say your right leg, straight out in front of you until it's parallel with the floor, or as high as is comfortable. Try to keep your thigh on the chair. Feel the muscles in the front of your thigh, your quadriceps, tighten. Hold this position for a couple of seconds, then slowly lower your leg back to the starting position. Repeat with your left leg. This exercise might seem simple, but it's a powerhouse for strengthening your quadriceps. Why are strong quads so important for preventing falls? These large muscles are essential for getting up from a seated position, for walking steadily, and for climbing stairs. If your quads are weak, your knees can feel unstable, and you might find your legs giving way more easily. By strengthening them, you provide better support for your knee joints and improve your overall leg stability. This makes it less likely that your legs will buckle unexpectedly. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions for each leg. If extending your leg fully is too challenging at first, just lift your foot a few inches off the floor. The key is to feel that engagement in your thigh muscle. This is an excellent exercise because it puts minimal stress on your joints, and you can do it while watching television, reading, or even chatting on the phone. It's a gentle yet effective way to build crucial leg strength. Does that sound like something you could incorporate into your routine? I believe it is. Our fifth and final forgotten exercise for today is walking the line or tandem walking. For this, you'll ideally need a clear, straight path, perhaps in a hallway. Imagine there's a straight line on the floor, or you can even use the line of a floorboard or place a piece of tape down if it helps. Stand at one end of your imaginary line. Now walk forward along this line, placing the heel of your front foot directly in front of the toes of your back foot, as if you were walking a tightrope. Take slow, deliberate steps. Keep your gaze focused ahead, not down at your feet, though a quick glance is okay if you need it. Try to take 8 to 10 steps like this. What is this exercise achieving? Walking in this heel-to-toe fashion challenges your balance in a very specific way. It narrows your base of support, forcing your brain and body to work harder to maintain equilibrium. It significantly improves the coordination between your brain, your eyes, and your muscles. It enhances your gait, making your walking patterns smoother and more stable. This is particularly helpful for navigating narrow spaces or uneven ground where you might need to place your feet precisely. Again, safety first. If you feel unsteady, have a wall or a sturdy piece of furniture alongside you that you can lightly touch for support. You can also start by taking slightly wider steps and gradually bring them closer together as your balance improves. The goal isn't to become a tightrope walker overnight, but to gradually improve your body's ability to coordinate complex movements and maintain stability, even when your base of support is challenged. This exercise truly helps in fine-tuning your walking posture and control. So there we have them. Standing toe raises, single leg stands, lunge step exercises, seated leg lifts, and walking the line. 5 simple yet powerful exercises that can make a world of difference. Now, before you rush off to try these, let's talk about some important practice tips. These are essential for ensuring you get the most benefits safely. Firstly, and this is paramount, please consult your doctor or a physical therapist before starting any new exercise program, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions or balance concerns. They can offer personalized advice and ensure these exercises are appropriate for you. Secondly, choose the right footwear. Wear comfortable, supportive shoes with good grip. Avoid slippery socks, high heels, or loose-fitting slippers when doing these exercises. Thirdly, ensure your environment is safe. Exercise in a well-lit area, free of clutter or obstacles you could trip over. As we've mentioned, always have a sturdy chair, countertop, or wall nearby for support, especially when you're starting out. Your safety is the top priority. Fourthly, progress gradually. Start slowly. Don't try to do too much too soon. Listen to your body. It's normal to feel a little muscle engagement, but you shouldn't feel pain. If something hurts, stop or modify the exercise. Consistency is more important than intensity. A little bit done regularly is far more effective than a lot done sporadically. And finally, be patient and persistent. Improving balance takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't see dramatic results immediately. Celebrate the small victories, holding a single leg stand for a second longer, feeling a bit steadier on your feet. Every little bit of effort counts. My dear friends, we've covered a lot today. We've talked about the serious impact of falls, explored the reasons why they happen, and most importantly, we've learned 5 accessible exercises that can significantly improve your balance and reduce your risk of falling. Remember these exercises: the standing toe raises for ankle strength and foot stimulation, the single leg stands for training your body's automatic adjustments, the lunge or step exercises for dynamic balance and leg flexibility, the seated leg lifts for crucial thigh strength, and walking the line for enhanced coordination and gait are tools. They are your tools to help you maintain your independence, your confidence, and your quality of life. Taking action to prevent falls is one of the most empowering things you can do for your health and well-being as you age. It's not about fearing old age. It's about embracing it with strength, stability, and joy. By incorporating these simple balance exercises into your daily or weekly routine, you are investing in a future where you can continue to do the things you love, safely and confidently. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found this information helpful and inspiring. Take care of yourselves, be well, and keep moving, steadily and surely.